So remember, I'm on page 55. And look at that, 2 boards gone, one lags after the other. Yay. All right, so this is 8.1 bias random sampling. So the last thing that we had said yesterday talked about bias. So the systematic tendency of sampling method to over or under predict a population parameter. Okay. So in the real world, bias is considered a form of unfair treatment or manipulation. In the statistical world, it means something a little less insidious, huh? Wow, we're using big words. It simply refers to the method of data collection that's consistently over or under predict something by trying to estimate. So let's say we're conducting a survey to see who favors raising taxes for public school education. Well, you already hit something bad. Raising taxes, people are turned off. Oh, but it's for the kids. My kids are graduated. I stand at my local grocery store and ask people as they pass by. My results consistently show that 37% raising taxes for public school education. However, when the actual votes are tallied, 53% actually favored raising taxes for public education. What happened? Well, you're at a grocery store. What time are you at the grocery store? Who's going to the grocery store? A lot of times if you hit during the week, you might have the older people at the grocery store because they don't want to be there on the weekend. If you go on the weekend, you might have the family. So there's different things that, we've all probably gone to the mall and someone said, hey, will you sign our survey or, put your signature to vote for this? That's not a real good way of doing it. Perhaps the grocery store was in a neighborhood with a lot of older residents who don't have many resources and don't have any children in school. Okay. My survey was biased, not because I was trying to manipulate the data or because I have some nefarious intent, but I chose sampling method that is non-representative. Okay, bias can emerge from non-representative sample. Our best defense against bias is random sampling. Random sampling, any sampling method which everyone in the population has an equal chance to participate. Random sampling is inherently unbiased and gives the entire population with the diversity it has a chance to be represented. So question for you. This is one I saw not too long ago. If you are reaching out through cell phones as far as random sampling to collect data, is that a good way to do it? Like who will normally answer their phone on an unrealized number? Old people. So you're not really tagging. I mean, we all know we some of you have much cooler things on your phones than I do, but I'll see the one that says potential scam, and you might see something similar to that. That just means we're not answering it. But my dad, potential scam. Hey, might be someone wanting to give me money. Yeah, that's what it is, Dad. So, just a little concerning. So, random sampling inherently unbiased gives the entire population with all of the diversity it has the chance to be represented. Of course, random samples produce variability, because this is stuff we talked about first semester. No two samples will be alike. No two samples will produce identical outcomes. If it were conducted a survey to see whether people favor raising taxes for public school education, and I asked 2 people, I could easily obtain either 0%, 50%, or 100% support. Small sample sizes are highly variable and unpredictable and do not provide reasonable estimates. Our best defense against variability is large sample sizes. Here are 2 terms that were introduced. Population parameter. Okay, so this is a new term. Population parameter. So that's a measurable characteristic of population. Usually this is unknown. This is normally unknown. And then we have the sample statistic, a measurable characteristic of a sample that is calculated directly for the purposes of estimating the population parameter. For example, a researcher may be studying the percentage of all Denver residents use the city biking trails. A survey of 50 Denver residents shows 28% use the Denver biking trails. The population parameter is the percent of all Denver residents that use the biking trails. This sample statistic is 28%, which is the percentage of our sample that uses city biking trails. It is the researchers' hope that the sample statistic is a very good estimate of the population parameter. So if you go check out the biking trails today and do an estimate on it, you're probably not going to get very good results because most people are not on the trails. You go to City Park on the weekend and it's a beautiful day. Everybody's there, right? All right, so this will be due end of class tomorrow. Okay? So end of class tomorrow. Hey there.
Hello. Sorry, I was dealing with security and parking taxes.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
All right. So you have, this is one of the last couple of homework assignments that it's not really a homework assignment because you can work on it a little bit now, you can work on it a little bit tomorrow. You don't have homework to take home. And I always sign this on Cinco de Mayo.